Those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot, but when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be hit.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam, and he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Using his feet. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because
nothing but green ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to throw. It's Keem. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights. Good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Give to the running back. At the 15, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Orji. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looks as if he's going to run it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dropping back, it's Keene. He finds his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to get 1 down to the 15. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a...
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. We can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Cole. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. Creates a little room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Throws toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Strong running near. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. Ball is free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's going to take off.
Hold it. Up and
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Orji. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Tony.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Powers forward. Touchdown, Fresno State. And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're testing the right side here. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll keep it on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Orji. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. This is a designed run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Dana, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process, I think.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To the air, it's Keene. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. They move on top here in the 4th.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to match that sack.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Keene. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw. It's Keene. Zings it complete to the right.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
On second down, he'll fire. Works the middle of the field. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He's loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching...
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Direct snap. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's good.